Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Hello, Nikki. Mm. Oh, where you going there? Thing's going a little crazy already. Just waiting for some people to join in, then we'll get things going here. Hey, Steve. So we are doing two lives tonight. One on YouTube, one on TikTok. Tommy was here this morning on YouTube, so he wanted to do one tonight. So we'll see if he joins. I know it's the middle of the night over there, but we'll see what happens. Oh, see, he's already on there. So, Tommy, I got to warn you tonight, buddy. TikTok has been at it lately. So, they've been having 45 to 50,000 likes the last couple of nights. So, you're going to have to really get you some thumbs up if you want to win tonight. Thank you. Thank you. What are you doing, girl? Mikey, you going to give them some snacks? Yeah, they've been really rocking it. So, you're going to have to keep up with them, Tommy. Get them thumbs up. So I feed a pelleted feed. You can see it right there. It's 18% protein, 6% fat. We are from London, Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're new here, we are a deer farm. We just go through and feed our deer at night. We'll bottle feed some, and we'll check on all the deer and everything. So the question is how many deer do we have? We have 124 adult deer, 4 elk. What are you doing? Why are you sneaking up behind me? What do you want? You want petted? Come here. Oh, what are you doing, sweetie? So just for your info, she does not normally come up to us. What are you doing? That's awesome. We don't feed peanuts. There's a lot of people that do. It's just peanuts are kind of expensive to get. So we feed bread. It's just something that we get for free. It doesn't hurt the deer. Thank y'all for all the thumbs up, all the hearts, all the follows. Off to a good start on both channels, and we greatly appreciate it. And already getting some gifts. Hand hearts. Thank you, Patrina. Greatly appreciate everybody. If you have any questions, make sure to ask. I'll try to answer as many as I can. If I don't answer it, usually my moderators will answer them for me. Oh, thank you for the jump. Oh, thank you, Patrina, for the roses. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to go on. And another thing is, try to be positive. We're all positive here. All of my moderators, all of our normal people are positive. So please be positive. Be nice. Not everybody enjoys what we do, but if you don't, there's other channels that you can go to. But we appreciate you being on ours. Some bucks are up here already. Yeah. I'm working with a gimbal on TikTok, so it's a little different. We do not keep exotics. We just do whitetail, and we have a couple elk. Hello, Susan. Thank y'all for all the shares. I see that. Appreciate it. We'll tell you, we are in Eastern Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky. Hello, Kellogg. Hello, Nancy. Nice to seeing so many people on here. Nikki, YouTube's off to a fast start, too. Thank you, Susan. It was very hot today in Kentucky. I will tell you that much. I had intentions of mowing some pins in the bottom, finishing up, but I did not get that. Planted some grass in the new pins, and yeah, it was kind of a hot one. So thank you. Nice. Hot in Indiana too. Diesel, where you live at in Kentucky? Mikey's filling up some waters, and then we will move on down. Just going to take just a second, guys. But we can look at these bucks while we're sitting here. That's a good question. I don't know. He is a little bit wicked, so he would probably surprise you. Patrina, yeah, it's just two of us tonight. Marissa's working inside the house. Michelle will be back tomorrow, which, by the way, TikTok, if we get to 50K tomorrow, she's going to dance for us. So we got to make sure that happens tomorrow. I want to see that. She's going to cut a rug, which could be kind of humorous. Man, I don't know what happened. Tommy, we didn't lose service, did we? Yep, she's going to cut a rug, and Mikey's going to cut some gas, probably. Unfortunately. Yep, so somebody just asked on YouTube about the one deer with the tongue hanging out. We bought that deer from another deer farm. He actually hit a fence. He got chased by some dogs, and he hit a fence, so he's actually doing pretty good. I'm really happy that he's here. Yep. He's doing good, though. He's gained a lot of weight since he's been here. I was really surprised to begin with. Yeah, and he's trying, look at him try to fight these other ones. He thinks he's a big dog or something. Watch him. He's the littlest deer in that pen, and watch him. He just shook his head. What about that? So we are a licensed deer farm. We are not a deer rescue. What about that little joker? He mean little joker. Yeah. There comes another one over there. I hope he don't mess with him. No. Oh, he didn't want none of him. He ran him off. He is getting a little lopsided. He got some points going everywhere down there, don't he? So, Casey, we do just like any other farm. We raise them. We sell the bucks as breeders or stockers. And then we try to sell the does for their genetics to other deer farmers. And that's how we make money. Oh wow. Yeah, it's in the 90s here today too. It's pretty rough. We are in eastern Kentucky. We do not let people come out to our farm just because of a lot of diseases that gets transmitted. Our deer are very calm. They're very used to us. That doesn't mean they would be that way when we bring other people. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? As you can tell, they're very calm to us. They know us. As soon as we bring somebody in here new, it wouldn't go so well. I don't think our deer would really be too bad, but I don't want to risk it. And this is a baby. This is a fawn, and you can see how calm it is. And she is a monster. You're a that's a buck, because I can done see your buttons. You are a monster, buddy. What are you doing? And what are you doing? You're a buck too. You got little buttons already popping up. And we know what you are. You're just spoiled rotten. That's all you are. Colonel's wanting some loving tonight already. Since it's just two of us, what I'll probably do is we'll just go in the buck pen, let Maggie throw out some snacks, and that way we don't have to keep going back and forth. That way it'll actually help us out, help me out, seeing I'm doing two. Maggie, can you go ahead and bring bread and put it over here? Uh-oh. The boss lady is on TikTok. These are all 2 and 3 year olds here. All 2 and 3 year olds. Hey, big dog, how are you? Thank you, thank you. We're getting there. Which big one? I'm sorry. I can zoom in a little bit. And then I can do a panoramic pan around. You're doing really good. It is a beautiful day. It is a very beautiful day today. It's a little hot, but it's cooling off now. Jessica, none of these I can. Oh, big boy down there shedding. Maggie. Look at the one licking his back. His bottom of his bases.
Yeah. Started rubbing.
Yep. Look at that little feller. He's going after another big deer. Like, hey, I'm the big dog. Hey, Why are you being so mean? The littlest deer in here. And you would think he's just a monster. Just cracks me up. Just goes to show you, it's not the size of the rack. It's the meanness in the dog, ain't it?
Yeah, it's starting to rub some. Have to watch it.
Thank you, thank you. So this is Curly right here. I'm gonna zoom in on Curly a little bit. He's getting a little lopsided there. He got a little see there. Starting to get a little tilted there. Have you produced large racks breeding? Um, I don't know. Do you not consider these large racks? Hey, Kevin, how are you, buddy? So most of these deer here were actually purchased. So you'll see what we breed. Our breeding stock is actually the yearling bucks because they're the ones that were actually born here and bred on our farm. So you'll be able to see they are looking large and healthy, that's for sure. They're eating a lot right now. So body wise they look good. Thank y'all for all the likes, the questions, the shares. We greatly appreciate it. All the thumbs up on YouTube. David, yes. They're starting to get a little bit testy now. They'll get testier as the next couple of months go on. So, yep. Yep, Kenny, they'll still fight with each other even after they don't have the horns. They'll be like rams trying to headbutt each other and still try to fight even though they don't have nothing on their head. So thank y'all all so much. We got really good numbers tonight. Justin, we won't separate them when the rut comes. We'll just cut all the ones we're keeping on the farm. We'll cut their horns off here in the next month, towards the end of September. You about done down there? Just waiting on Mikey, guys. Waiting on Mikey. Finish watering, then we'll keep moving. Sorry, not trying to just stay here. I just figured you'd like to look at the bucks. I really don't like how this guy's still grinding his teeth. Which one's that, Francis? What was the magical question? Justin, we're probably going to this year. We talked about it. We're probably going to do like a sale, like a TikTok shop sale. Maybe do like Antler chews, dog chews. Oh, that's a good question. So, do having uneven antlers have bad health effects later in life? I seen one that was really struggling to keep his head upright, like he could not mess his spine up. Um, so a lot of times, whenever um when they have a messed up rack, they actually had some type of effect happen either growing the rack or on their body. So like Curly there actually had a broke leg. So the side that he has that big drop tine on is the side that he had a broke leg on. So a lot of times different little things like that affect their horn growth. And if they hit any type of trees or something, it can mess it up. David, we're out here all the time. So, I mean, they know we feed them, we give them snacks. I mean, they still don't come up to us, most of them. I mean, a lot of them do. But they're not like a wild deer, which, heck, I've seen wild deer walk up to you in the wild, so I can't say that. I was up in Saskatchewan hunting, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and I had a deer come closer to me than a lot of these do. I thought I was going to touch it. It just kept walking to me. So I can't really say that. We're going to go ahead and shut this gate. You done in here, Mikey? He's not listening to me. He might have his headphones in because he knows he don't want to listen to me. I'll wait till y'all see my lovely wife tomorrow. She got her hair did today. Oh, she's so beautiful. Trying to get them bonus points there, Nikki. You see that? Trying to get that new ride for the farm. Knowing my luck, she ain't even on here. So these here are all yearlings. Blue Jeans right here is shedding. You'll see, you can see where his... Yep, David, pretty much. Hey Lee, how are you? This guy right here, number 62, keeps grinding his teeth, and he doesn't act like nothing's wrong with him. So I don't know what the mess is going on. Oh, thank you for the roses. Yep, so these are all yearling bucks. These are deer that were... They're ones that we bred here on the farm. So these are all our breeding. Never satisfied. What does that mean, dear? I was trying to show you love. Talking about how beautiful you look with your new hairdo. Yep, leave. Yep, this one right here is starting to shed his right there. So can you see the biggest? We'll get down to Bo here shortly. Bo is one of our breeders. Lori, we are a licensed deer farm. So this guy here we're going to breed with this year. Blue Jeans, the one's actually shedding. And I'll show you the other one that we're going to breed with. This guy right here. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. The one right behind the pole. Yep, that one right there. Yeah, they start now. They'll start now, and some of them will actually carry it till the end of September. You never know. It just depends on when they're done growing and when they start shedding. Yeah, Tommy, that's the one I was telling you. It keeps grinding its teeth. I don't know what. Usually grinding teeth means they're in pain for some reason, but he looks healthy as a horse, and that's why it's confusing. Hey, where are you going? You just all messed up, are you?
Mm-hmm.
He's just all messed up.
He's got fuso.
He's got fuso. Yeah, we need to fix that. We do not have any albinos on our farm. Yeah, they do chew their cud, Lee, but they usually don't grind that teeth when they do it. What are you doing? You're just a little showboat, ain't you? You know you're the man, don't you? What are you doing? Why do you want to talk to everybody? So Blue Jeans and this one are actually womb brother and sister. So we've got to get her away from him before November. How do you say in one that looks like it's like can blow off? Don't understand your question. Lee, you actually got a little one on that first pin that was pushing all of them around. And he's the littlest buck in there. He's getting a little bit of attitude. No, we don't have any like that. We are in London, Kentucky. Hey, babies. These two little fawns are just so cute. What are you doing, Chipper? This is Chipper Jones. He's number 10. Y'all at number 10. Little Chipper. He hit his horn. That's why one side's a whole lot lower. And what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What do you want? David, really, they don't. Guns don't bother them much because we're so far away from anybody. These little fawns are just like, I know you. You give me snacks. Where's my snack? So how do you get your license? So the first thing you have to do is you have to put in with the state of Kentucky Fish and Wildlife for a fence inspection. You have to put up your fence, meet all the regulations with the state Fish and Wildlife, and then you put in a license with the United States Department of Ag in Kentucky, the Department of Ag in Kentucky. And then after you get both your license, you get to transport deer. And then yep, this is Bo. This is Bo. Mikey gets up here, we'll go in there with Bo. Mr. Bodacious. Oh wow. He's ready for his snacks for sure. David, yeah, so we can only buy and sell to other licensed deer farmers. So when you get your license, you have to buy from a licensed deer farm to get started. That's the only way you can get started. Yeah, Bo's pretty much done. You can tell they're drying up at the tips. Mikey, yeah, never mind. I'll do it. I'm gonna open this. Hopefully he'll stay back. He'll try to come out, but we'll push him back. So I just want my snacks, Daddy. But you can see his tips. You gonna move back so we can have a picture? You gonna stay up here close? You can really tell his tips are drying up. See how they're starting to crack up there? There's an up close that you'll never get anywhere else. See there? You gonna give people kisses? So Bo here will never leave this farm. Bo is our breeder. He is our pet. All he does is breed does, eat snacks, and lives a happy life. People make fun of me all the time, but he has actually got it made. I say it, all meaning well, that he lives the life any man would love to live. Yep, yeah, he looks really good. Yep, Lee, actually, Marissa is still here. Taking pictures. So we got really good pictures of him the other day. We're going to send him off to get the guy in where is it, Nikki? I've done forgot. Is it Delaware where the guy is that does the paintings? But we're going to get a painting done of Bo, and then we're actually going to make Vermont. There you go. So we're going to do shirts and stuff based on Bo. Look at that picture right there. Yep, Dustin. That's him. Guys, if you haven't seen Dustin's work out of Vermont, I cannot say his last name. Dustin Datilio. I think's how you pronounce it, is just some of the most beautiful stuff you've ever seen. Bo is 5. Bo is 5. And he's very dangerous with them horns. You got to watch him. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he'll swing them things around like it ain't nothing. Lee, not score-wise. The question was, is Bo our largest buck to date? Not score-wise, but I think as far as look and score, yes.
He's the biggest mainframe.
He's the biggest mainframe we've had, yes.
Until one of these guys grow up.
Oh, no problem. Yep, Mike, pretty awesome. I love this gimbal. It's a little aggravating having to hold it, but you can also do a lot more smoother transitions with it. It is, ain't it, Katrina? The little baby elk is sitting there staring at me over the grass thinking I can't see it. Lee, I measured him the other day. He stood there and let us measure him. What was he, 28 inside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 28 inches inside. Justin, that's all in the eye of the beholder. In our eyes, he's priceless. Don't you mean being that little girl, Bo? So this pin here has got nothing but little female fawns. So I know that she's a little girl. And that's his little girl too. All these are his little babies, so. All right, guys, we're going to walk over here to the elk because they're at the gate. Mikey's done. Please let me know. We might lose service. I don't know. It'll depend. Sometimes it lags. Sometimes it doesn't. If it does, please join us back. Don't go off. I mean, we got little babies to do on the bottom. I just like to try to show you the elk. And baby and mama's sitting right side by side. What are you doing, girls? What are y'all doing, girls? Huh? Lee, we counted, I think this morning, it was like 39. So I think what we got up to on Bo. What are you doing, girl? Yeah, Justin, we do. He's just not over here. We have these 3 females. There's mom and baby. And then we have another one sitting right here. Hey, Big Red Farmer, how are you? All right, so I'm going to walk towards... All right, we're going to jump on the buggy. Just bear with us for a little bit. let me get in this pen and get settled up, and then I'll answer the questions I've seen. Let me get out here. Mikey, watch her. She's so crazy. Let me get up here where I know the Wi-Fi will hit so we don't lag. All right, so one question I've seen is, have you ever considered to let Bo drop his antlers instead of cutting him off? And the answer to that is no. And the reason being is Bo is very friendly. Bo is very tame. But Bo is still a wild deer. And I do not feel threatened by Bo. But I do not want Michelle or my mother or Alex to go in there during breeding season, because he could still be a wild animal. I mean, plain and simple. So there's no sense in risking that, because we know he's going to stay here. He's never going anywhere. He's breeding on the farm. So what we did last year is we actually had our taxidermist come over when we cut Bo's antlers off, and he actually measured Bo before we cut him off, and he just actually redid his horns on a new mount. So we're going to have his mount to post in our house, and in the handling facility, or to take to shows to show his rack and what he looks like. So we'll probably do that again this year, because when we was looking at the rack last night, the mount, man, he's just so much bigger. It's crazy. Oh wow, Big Red Farmer, that is, yeah, it's going to be hot here all week too. Be careful out there, and make sure you drink lots of water while you're working on that farm, buddy. Oh really? What's the name of your farm, Woody? We was just in Texas last week. How much does it cost for a load of deer? That is an open-ended question. So it depends on what you're wanting. Lightning Waters Ranch and Bull. Okay, nice. Was you at the TDA last week? Oh wow, Bailey. Yeah, we're getting ready to bottle feed some ourselves here shortly. So Stephen asked, do you sell to like high fence hunting places? So that is what stalkers are. That's how we have to make money. Now that doesn't, a lot of people get confused on that, and that's where a lot of the misconceptions with stuff is, that people don't get. There is many high fence ranches that are thousands and thousands and thousands of acres. Everybody thinks that high fence hunting ranches are a 20 by 20 area that people go hunt in, and that is totally false. I'm sure that unfortunately that there is some of them like that out there, and that is sad, and that is not the case with a lot of places. A lot of these hunting ranches are thousands of acres, and they let the deer in there and they breed inside their ranches, and that's how they get their genetics better. So those deer actually live inside that ranch and are never, ever, ever actually seen again or harvested. They die out there of natural causes. So I think a lot of that is misunderstood. People don't understand that. Unfortunately, there is some that give it a bad name, and I'm not going to say their names on here. But that is kind of like, and that's what I'm saying by cows, and people get upset about that. So if you raise a cow, if you're a cow farmer, you raise the heifers to rebreed. You raise a steer till he's up to weight, and then you take him to a processor. He gets made into hamburger, then put on your shelf to eat. But nobody wants to complain about that type of stuff. So deer, you raise the does to sell as other farmers to breed your genetics, or we keep them on our farm because we like their genetics and we like what they produce here. When they get old enough, we sell them to ranches that like our genetics, or we sell them to breeders, the bucks. That's how we make money. Hopefully that answers a lot of questions. We deal with a lot of negativity on all that stuff sometimes. And it's a little aggravating, to be honest with you, because, I mean, we're no different than any other farmer. Probably the biggest difference is I love all of my animals. And if you're on here long enough, you know how much I love them and how much we take care of them. And it hurts us a lot that you wouldn't believe when we lose animals. Jacob said, thank you, Lee. I hope it clears it up. I mean, that's the aggravating part, because no matter what you do or however you put it, people get, they see it and everybody's going to have a negative view, and everybody's allowed to have that negative view. I'm not saying that. I just wish a lot of people would learn about it more before they say stuff, because even some of my TikTok videos, I get all this hate about torture and stuff, and it's like, you don't even know. Just like Bo, I mean, that deer is spoiled rotten. Like I say, I mean, he's just, just a majestic animal. We're blessed to have him, and people just take that the wrong way, and it's just a little frustrating at times. I just wish people would educate themselves a little bit more on before they say something. Or the easiest thing is, don't say nothing at all. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not judging you. Just, you ain't got to be on here or talking about it. I guess that's kind of my 2 cents worth. So hopefully that didn't run people off. Steve, just until about middle of September, end of September, we just don't want them fighting with each other and hurting each other. Hello, Blakes. Yep, right before the rut, exactly. So definitely before November, we want them all not to have antlers that are staying on the farm. Are we done, Mikey?
Waiting on water.
Okay, waiting on water. All the deer are up there. Thank you, Ralph. That's exactly right. John, they don't get depressed, but what they do is it's they're so used to carrying that on their head. So whenever you actually cut the antlers off, it takes them a little bit to get their equilibrium back. They'll like shake their head. Thank you, Woody. We have it where we can move deer from pen to pen. We can run them through our handling facility, run them back in the alleyways. Nice, Big Red. I don't know if that's nice or not. So Big Red Farmer, he is in Iowa, and he gets a 2-hour early out tomorrow because the school, it's supposed to be so hot in Iowa tomorrow afternoon. Yay. No, we don't. Mikey tried to say we get a 2-hour early out tomorrow too. Thank you, Patrina, for the hand heart. Awesome. Mikey got a 2-hour early out today. 104 in Texas today. That's what it was. We worked all day.
We got these pins mowed today.
Well, we'll get them mowed tomorrow. Blake, she's actually doing a live for her job. So she's up at the house. Michelle will be back tomorrow. So we'll see if she comes out with Michelle or not to help us feed tomorrow night. So I do have bad news for everybody. Let me get up here and let you see them. So it's time to wean these guys off their bottle. So tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday are the last nights these guys get a bottle out here. So I've been gradually, hopefully our internet's good. Let me know if we freeze up. So I've been gradually taking their intake down every night. So they're actually only getting 6 ounces tonight. They'll get 6 ounces the next 3 nights, and then these here will be weaned off the bottle, and they'll just get snacks like the other deer. We still have the ones inside, so we still have 11. But it's time for them to grow up and be adult deers. Get there. So, yep. And I gotta warn you, this is gonna be kind of tough because Mikey and me's by herself. I had this gimbal. He just gave me a look like, how we're gonna do this. So we'll see. So it might be a little crazy.
Get back. Get back. Get back.
Come on, get back. Come on, get back. Oh. All right. YouTube went down, sorry. Oh, easy. Come here. Oh.
That's 6 on there.
Yep. Yeah, no, that was good. having to hold on to the camera for dear life because I'm getting attacked. See you, Big Red. Oh, oh, oh. Daisy, quit eating my shirt. I'm having to hold the camera up. Oh, Lord. Handful, guys, a handful. I'm getting 8. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Died.
Yep. Yeah, it died for a minute. Probably needed a break. It's been going live for so long. Come back here.
You ain't been no help.
Who? Oh, you kind of knew that. You're doing a great job, though. Everybody's saying how good you're doing. I think that deserves a dance because of how good you did. No. King is the last one to eat, I'm pretty sure.
I got 3 bottles left.
Oh, Mikey said he's got 3 bottles left.
Probably these 3 that's right here on me.
Well, I know who did eat.
Who? Who?
Well, Jody, that's a good question. So there's so many of them, it's kind of hard. But like I say, these are getting weaned anyway, so...
You used to be able to look at their bellies and know if they've ate.
Yeah, they're getting so big now, you can't really do that. All these sounds. So here's what happens, which is good. So the ones that didn't eat enough, that's what they come and did. They went straight to their feed trough. And that's what we want to happen. So we want them to get in the habit of eating out of this feed trough, eating their feed. How many? Yeah, David, like I said, it's so open-ended question, buddy. It just depends on the deer, what deer. I mean, there's so many different questions there to answer. Pedigree, non-pedigree, and depends on which state you're in because they cost different in each state. Tommy, I haven't really gave an update yet. You want me to give them an update or you want me to keep it silence? Justin, does EHD hit bad up that way? Don't say them words around here. It is actually hitting Western Kentucky right now. So we don't hope for anybody to lose deer, but we hope it doesn't come this way. But Trina, you don't want me to say shh, because y'all are way behind. So these are actually our earliest ones. So all these are now about 14 weeks. 14 weeks. Yep. Who is that? Isaac's going down the line, checking every bottle, seeing if there's anything left in any one of them bottles over there. Yep. So all these were born first there of May.
That's all I got. I'd like to think that everybody got one, but I don't know if they do.
Well, they got plenty of feed. They need to start eating. And they will. I mean, they're eating feed. They're not starving.
I know at least 9 of them got one.
All right, guys. So now we got to go up to the top, bottle feed the last 11. They're good. I mean, but if you want to put the half a bag in there, that's up to you. This gimbal, I think, is losing its power because it's kind of going crazy at times. There's Ray Ray. So Lee asked, is there any crossbreeding in your deer? Northern deer versus deer, say like Texas. So Lee, yes. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I will. So we have a lot of genetics on our farm that are northern. Most of our deer are northern. The reason we went to Texas last week is we actually partnered on 3 deer in Texas. So partnerships are a very, 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 very good thing in the deer industry. So when you partner with a deer, it's kind of like we own part of that deer in Texas. And we get straws of, and Michelle's going to get mad at me, semen off of that deer to use on our farm. And then we can promote that deer and sell straws to other places. Okay? So this year on our farm, we're really pushing to get to SS markers and negative value. Okay? So that is scientifically proven. And that's another argument that people will get into about deer farming, especially deer farmers. So a scientist has been doing studies on Daisy. Would you please stop? Sorry, guys. I know YouTube, she's like knocking the camera. So scientists have been doing tests on genetics for years now. And what they've come up with is a certain genotype and a certain GEB value is resistant to CWD. So if you get your deer herd SS deer at negative 0.1 value, it's like a 99.5% rate that they're CWD resistant. So we on our farm are really pushing for that. And Texas is kind of leading the way because they've been doing this for years. So that's why we got a lot of we are buying a lot of Texas genetics to bring to our farm. I know that's a long answer, probably, that you probably didn't want to hear about. I plan on doing a YouTube video about that. So Justin, no, we cannot release any deer in the state. But by saying that with the whole values, Oklahoma just passed a law where they're actually allowed a deer farm. In Oklahoma, if you have a deer farm and you have a deer that is SS negative 0.1 or less, so negative 1.1 or negative 0.2, you can actually sell that deer to the state or a private landowner to release in the wild because they are more prone to be resistant. Now, by saying resistant, that doesn't mean they can't get CWD. But what that means is it puts it off where they can't get it. So like, they're trying to say, they say that it can last, it can put it off where they can't get it 5 to 7 years. Well, the average life expectancy of a deer in the wild is 2 years old. So if you breed a deer CWD resistance for up to 7 years, in the wild, it's not going to live that long, is what they're trying to get at. So it will help decrease the value, the CWD cases in the wild. Okay. So as far as us on my farm, that's what we're trying to breed to. A lot of deer farmers are reluctant to go to it because, unfortunately, a lot of the biggest deer in the industry are GG positives, and they produce some of the best looking, biggest deer out there. So they don't want to mess their genetics up by going to a different breed that they think is going to create a smaller deer. So, so Justin, does the state do any research on your deer? Every deer I have here, when I lose a deer, I have to do a CWD test on it. In the wild, they do 1 out of 1,000. But on a deer farm, they do every deer. So unfortunately, that's when a deer farm gets a bad rap. Because a deer farm in any state has to test 100% of their deer. In the wild, they might test less than 1%. So which one of those do you think is going to pop up more cases? A deer in a farm or a deer in the wild? In the farm, because they test 100% of them. So it's all a numbers game. So of course it's going to happen more on a deer farm. But deer farmers are leading the way to try to solve that. That's the great thing about it. Sorry guys, I like talking about this stuff. I can talk about this stuff all night long. We are very intrigued by it.
Let's go before it gets dark.
All right, well, open this gate. Don't be fussing at me.
They ain't done nothing.
Yes, Justin, they do. Kentucky had the first case last year, and it was right across the border from Tennessee, West Tennessee. All right, guys, so we're going to ride up to the handling facility. Bear with us. Got to bottle feed some more, and then we're done.
See you, Ray Ray.
Oh, we got to fix those potholes right there. Come here, darling. Oh, no. Where are you going? tell that battery's getting a little low on that gimbal, because it just kind of goes wherever it wants to sometimes. Ooh, skunk. Mikey didn't want to get sprayed by the skunk. Probably need to do the ones outside first, huh? Oh, oh, man, I'm struggling. Mikey's mad at me because I ain't been helping him.
The bottles in there?
Yep. Did we have a negative Nelly, Nikki? Yep, Lee, no problem. Yep, unfortunately, it's going to be increasing everywhere, Lee. It's just like anything else. The more you look for it, the more it's going to happen. So, like now that it's a big thing and that they're looking for it, we're going to have more and more cases of it because more states are doing tests for it. All right, guys. I'm going to set this down, guys. I'm going to help Mikey feed at least one. They don't knock the camera over. Come here, Theo.
Here, come here. Come here. Hey. Hey.
I tried to give you it, Theo. You wouldn't take it, buddy. Oh, thank you for the rose. I just saw that. Appreciate it. Theo, it's between his legs, buddy. Between his legs. There it is. Thank you, Katrina. He acts like a wild man. If he would just calm down a little bit, he'd eat a lot faster.
Stop biting my fingers.
That one hurts. That's that female.
Stop. It hurts. I call you damn piranha.
Piranha.
That girl on my knee.
Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Yep, these are younger. these last ones here are younger. These here should be getting weaned off here in the next 2 weeks probably. And then these other ones that we're getting ready to bottle feed, they're a ways behind. I think they're good until the morning.
Yeah, we gotta get some water out here. All them jokes.
That was funny, wasn't it, Tommy?
What?
Tommy said, never forget the feeding where Pops had to use the protective bowl. Michelle put that as a short there, Tommy. I don't know if you saw that. That was so funny. All right, guys, we got 7 more to go. Oh. So these here that Mikey's going to feed right now, wrong one. Wrong one.
Go.
They're on 2 times a day, and then these first ones are on 3 times a day. That's
These not 7 ounces?
Them are not. Them are 5 ounces.
I thought the older ones got more.
Yeah, they get 7 ounces. Those that you have in your hand are 5 ounces. They ain't, no, look at the measurement. They're bigger bottles. You'll see them. I know, baby. I know. Tap them feet. I know. Contact, Lee. Contact. Do you really want to know, Tommy? They're way behind you, buddy. They're way behind you. Come on. Quit. There you go.
Come here. Hey. Come here.
These here are, what are these now? 7, 8 weeks? 7 or 8 weeks old here. That one's not hungry. This one over here is hungry. Come on. Yeah, you can tell this thing's starting to die. Look at this fella.
Just drinking their milk. They're good.
Hey.
Or let them drink that one and give one of them this one, I guess.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to take this off of this. Died on me. Hey, are you feeding yourself? Are you feeding yourself? There you go.
You don't got 2 ounces left.
Yeah, you got less, dummy. You gonna eat that. Sorry.
That was stupid.
I don't care. I got my milk.
That was stupid. You got 2 ounces left.
No, you don't get another one. No, sir. No, sir.
Easy.
He likes to bite. Pretty good. That's probably the worst one I've had biting. He like gets it right on the side of his. Hey, I love you, but I'm not gonna let you keep biting me. Hey.
Food and water in there. Hey, back to your kennel. Back to your kennel.
You get ready to ruin your back.
This ain't yours. Come on. Other way. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh no, Marissa's on here.
Come on. Come on. In there.
Get back in there.
Come on.
Good night, Lee. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate y'all. All right, last three, guys. Last three.
Come on.
Here, come here. Keep sticking its tongue out the side like. Get on that bottle. There we go.
Good job. Feed, don't you? Start to eat it.
So y'all done had jaws. Why y'all trying to stay? Oh, Marissa says, I think I'm off tomorrow, so I should be on then. I hope so. Guys, if you're on TikTok or you're on YouTube and you have a TikTok, we got to hit 50K tomorrow night. We got to have Michelle dance. It ain't going to be no little bitty dance. She's going to cut the rug. We're going to make her dance for like 2 minutes. What do y'all think?
All right, guys. Come up. Come up. Hey. Come on. Get in there. Go to your home.
And then if we hit those 50K likes tomorrow night, if Marissa comes out and she says it's okay, I might share what I'm going to do Friday with her, the first part. What do you think, Marissa? Am I allowed to do that? If we get enough likes? I need to practice anyways. I'm sure they do. They'll think it's funny. All right, guys, so we are done feeding. Tommy, you come out firing tonight, boy. Tommy had 38 thumbs up. TikTok, you only hit 25K. So Tommy and YouTube won tonight. So that was great. Tommy, come back. That's great. Marissa says the hint for her wedding speech is the Princess Bride. I never heard that. That's what I got to say in the wedding. So we're going to do that. There you go. Tommy, they're saying they're saving it for tomorrow and Michelle. They just wanted to give their fingers a rest. So they was taking it easy on you tonight, which I'm good with. But anyhow, we greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for all the thumbs up, all the likes, all the gifts, all the follows. And hope you all have a good night. God bless. See you tomorrow.